been running on empty, pouring out for everybody else. Feeling low, moving slow, forgetting about yourself. But it's a new day, time to rise up, time to see the truth you've been missing. Yeah, it starts with me. It starts with me. Did you hear yourself? Can you hear yourself? Coach B is in your corner. We gon' stand up proud, speak a life out loud. Faith strong, mind clear, say it with your chest. Time to level up, girl, walking in your best. Ooh, did you hear yourself? With Coach B, yes man. You've been silent too long, doubting your worth, questioning your call. But sis, it's time to shake the dust off. God gave you power after all. No more shrinking back, no more second guessing. Coach B's in the room, baby, and she's a blessing. Did you hear yourself? Ooh, time to shine that light. Coach B speaking truth, we gon' get it right. Mindset shift, gains break, no fear left. You were born for more, walking in you, yes, yes, Lord. Oh, did you hear yourself with Coach B? Ooh, yes you did. Did you hear yourself with Coach B? With Coach B, oh yes you did. Speak life, walk strong, keep going on. With Coach B, you can't go wrong. You're bound to get it right. Do you hear yourself? Can you hear yourself? Leveling up is about you and me. We can do this together. Coach B will help us out. Do you hear yourself? Coach B is about to start. So come take a seat, let the truth set you free. Coach B is here, let the show begin.
Hello, beautiful souls. I am here tonight, and I want to let everybody know that you'll be seeing a lot of ladies on my podcast in the next few weeks or so, because we have a podcast tour going on with the women of Warrior Women Heroes War Anthology. It is a podcast tour that we are all doing. So we are promoting each other through the sisterhood of love throughout the group. And so a lot of us have podcasts that they had just started, and we're all showing up for each other on each other's podcast. So you will see my flyer up, because I am actually in the conference of the Warrior Women Hear Us Roar Tour and Anthology. So I am getting ready, and I'm so excited for her, because this is her very, very first episode on a podcast. I am her first. Yay. And I'm getting ready to introduce her, you all. She is my sister friend. Let me start off by saying that we are all in this book together. We have all became sisters. It's more like a sisterhood and not just a book that we're writing together. We keep in touch with each other. We uplift each other. We pray together. It's a real true bond, not just a book that we decided to put a chapter in. So without further ado, let me tell y'all a little bit about my girl, Ally Avery. She is a Brazilian born powerhouse who's moved to the United States at 21, you guys, not knowing anyone or the language, and built a life rooted in courage, creativity, and community. She is the voice behind the podcast Independent Women with Wine. She loves her wine, y'all, and I love it. I can't wait for y'all to meet her. Where she brings humor, heart, and real talk to every conversation. Ally is passionate about amplifying voices, especially within the Brazilian community in Massachusetts. She brings life experience, resilience, and a non-nonsense attitude, all wrapped up in a bold red lipstick. A love for Cabernet. Let's welcome my friend and my book sister, Miss Ally. Let me bring her to the stage, you guys. Hi,
Hi.
beautiful.
Hi,
You got the
Brandy. How are
hi,
you?
beautiful. I'm blessed.
You
How are you?
you look so good, girl.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Allie.
You're
I
welcome.
love the red lipstick. I love
Oh,
the red
thank you.
lipstick. I love it.
Thank you.
Oh, all righty then. So, Allie. This is going to be the coolest podcast ever because it's your first time, and
Yes, it's the first.
I'm gonna strictly let it be all about how you came here. I know that was a huge transition for you. And I really have a couple of questions to ask you about how did you find your peace in the chaos when you first got here? I just really want you to give to us tonight how it felt coming from somewhere else at 21 without your parents, without, and getting through life challenges and making it and starting that podcast and getting in the book and overcoming things that you probably thought at 21 and probably even 30, like, this cannot be my life.
Yep.
So the floor is yours.
Thank you.
um let us know what we're gonna hear.
So yeah, so I came to United States when I was 21. I didn't know anyone. I didn't know the language. When I look back now, I'm 47. When I look back, I was just a little kid, and I'm like, oh my god, how did my mom let me go like that? Like, but there was no holding me there. I was like decided, but I one time I was reading about it. Our something in here in our brain, it's not formed until like your late 20s or something. So that's why a lot of young people take a lot of risks because we're just more courageous. If I was today, heck, I went through so much stress moving from Massachusetts to New Hampshire, not alone with the husband, and I speak the language, and I was terrified of the move. And when I was 21, I just hopped on that plane, got here, and I had a contact that picked me up at the airport and was supposed to bring me to Cape Cod and help me find a job, but that didn't happen. Then I was on my own, and I thought I was gonna go back, but luckily I ended up in a house that had all the Brazilians, and they helped me get a job, and then just get started. And as a any immigrant, come in this country. I did house cleaning, which, by the way, I'm really, really, really bad at it. And a lot of times they would not even let me go to clean the house. They would just keep me in the office watching videos to learn how to do the cleaning. That did not stick. I'm terrible at it. Um, and I think in the beginning, what I focused most was learning the language. Me and my sisters, we watched a lot of Friends. And that's basically how I think the three of us learned most of our English, just watching repeats from Friends. Yeah. And I remember, so I moved from Cape Cod and I came to Boston, and I took this class to lose the accent. And the teacher said, take a movie, a character, or on a TV show or something, and just try to imitate them. So I did a lot of imitations of Rachel Green from Friends. Yeah, so I learned the English, moved to Boston. I went to California. I lived in California for 5 years where I worked as a nanny. And then around 2010, I was like super depressed. I missed my family because my mom and my sisters were here. Then I moved back. And that's when I started working as a daycare teacher, which I did for almost 10 years. And it
Okay.
was it was a great experience, great experience. But with a lot of profession, especially for teachers, I was burned out. Like by 2020, I was like, oh my God, I can't anymore. And yeah. Oh, I thought you said something. Uh, so 2020, beginning of COVID, I was looking for a job to be a nanny again, a little bit easier, just one kid or two, and not the stressful scenario of a daycare, whether like when you have, depending on the age, you have 10 kids, or if they're a little older, from like 3 to 5, you ended up having 20 kids just for you and one other teacher. So wanted to go back being a nanny for a while. But with COVID, during COVID, I decided I was not going back. I just could not deal. Uh, COVID going around, going back to daycare, and I just could not deal. So I just kept on going and being a nanny. And I went from one family to another, stayed a couple of years with one, another couple of years with another. And I'm still doing that. Now, right now, I'm a nanny slash house manager, I would say, like I run a little errands for my bosses every now and then, and I watch the kids when they're off from school. And I really like it. It's more relaxed without the pressure of being in a school setting.
Mhm.
And then last year, I always wanted to do like a podcast. I
Okay.
just had no idea what I wanted to do, but I'm like, I like talking, so I'm like, it's something that I can talk. Um, so I started like thinking about it, and then I got a computer. I'm like, okay, and looking it up. How can I start a podcast? And then I love wine.
Okay.
I have my little Chardonnay over here right now.
I love it.
Yeah. So I thought, I want to like express myself, but I also want to have other ladies or men. No discrimination, can be
Amen.
whatever, have like an outlet for people to express themselves. And I was thinking of that idea, and while drinking a glass of wine, I'm like, I've been independent basically since I was 14, 17 when I started working, being, helping my mom with the bills and everything with my sisters, and being dependent ever since. So I'm like, I'm pretty independent. So why not independent woman with wine?
Fine.
Yeah. So I started
Love it.
basically the first few. When I tell people about the podcast, I tell people skip the first few episodes because it's just me talking about my life, complaining, So just skip that. Just skip few and go to the interviews, which was awesome with all these ladies that I got to meet, through during this process. And that's how I ended up on this book with you. That's how we
Okay.
met. So
Yes.
this is
Yes.
one of the best things that happened in my life. I think is like it's my baby. I don't have children of my own, but this is my baby. The podcast is my baby.
Okay.
So yeah, so it just started growing. It's growing little by little. But I'm getting this opportunity to meet wonderful ladies that work hard. And when I talk to them, they pour their heart out, telling them, about their lives, their hardships, how they overcome. And it just is so great to hear those stories, and also to be allowed to put their stories out there. So if one person get to watch or listen, and they can take something from it, we've done our job. If we can help somebody with our own stories, with our own experiences, you know what I mean?
Yes. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
How did you overcome your fear of going like when you got here to the States
Mm-hmm.
and you got your first job and you did these things? How did you overcome those fears after you got here? Like, did you just say, I'm just doing it, or was it like you had to
I, it, you know, I think I was describing something like that to someone the other day. The day that I was at the airport in Brazil, my whole family, my cousins were there, my aunts were there, my sisters, friends from my school, from work, they're all there. I was kind of out of it. It was like it wasn't me, you know. It was like I was just so like chill, like this is not happening. Like and so when I got here, the reality set in, and I'm not gonna lie to you, the first month I I wanted to go back to Brazil. I missed my mom, and I missed my sisters. I missed my bedroom, you know. So,
Right.
and because I was
Everything
just sleeping on the floor when I got here, the first few weeks I slept on the floor, and I'm like, oh my god, I left my whole home, my bedroom, my bed. I had my own bed, and now I'm on the floor, you know. So it was a lot of that, but I was able to, through the people that were there at this house where I ended up, were like, listen, the hardest part was getting here. You're here. So let's just go, you know? So I didn't think much about it. They told me, oh, yeah, let's go cleaning house. I'm like, okay, cleaning house. All right, I'll go. There was nothing like that. It didn't even dawn on me. Cleaning house, that's not my thing. I don't want to, like, no, they're just like, yeah, let's go clean house. I'm like, okay, let's go to work at McDonald's. Okay, let's go to work at Burger King. Okay, you know, it was
Well, we're gonna
just such,
say hello to a couple of ladies. Allie, Miss Gwen is here.
hi, Gwen.
Helena, my husband, Patricia, Coach Diggs, Darnell. We're gonna say hey to you guys. Thanks for joining us. We are letting Allie talk about her life in her transition getting here, ladies. And another question I
Uh-huh.
have for you, Allie. Do you remember when depression set in? Did you ever get depressed like this? I just shouldn't be here. Did you ever get to a point where you thought, I just really shouldn't be here?
No, no.
Okay.
But
Okay.
when I was in California, I did feel that I
Oh,
should
wow.
not be there,
California.
that I should be in Massachusetts with my mom and my sisters. You
Gotcha.
know,
Gotcha. Okay.
even though like that the first month in 1999, I was very much wanting to go back, but I was just so like scared. You know, this was like I was in a place where I didn't know anybody. I didn't have the comfort of my own house, or you know, I didn't know those people. Luckily, they were good people, you know,
People.
that helped
Right.
me.
Amen.
But it was scary. But I don't remember feeling I shouldn't be here. But I remember like I want to go home because I was so scared. You know,
Right.
I think the girls were like, "No, no, 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 you're here, blah blah blah. Let's go clean house." I'm like, "Okay." But wherever they told me to go, I would go. I had
So,
didn't even have a thought to myself. You know, I was like a little robot. Tell me to go here, I went. Let's go apply for a job at the Stop and Shop. You know, the supermarket here. Okay, all right, I'll do it. You know, like I was just like I didn't process any of that. I just went with them wherever they told me to go or do. I did, you know. But when
well,
I was in California, I really missed. But I in California, when I was in California, I had already like about 10, 12 years of
okay.
America. So yeah, so I was like, oh my god, I want to be with my mom and my sisters, you know.
And that's understandable because y'all already came from another country, and then it's like separation again. No, I don't want that.
Yeah,
Like, I truly get it. So I'm
yeah.
guessing Richard Avery is your husband, so he's watching just as well as
Oh,
my husband. So high five, sister, high five. We got our
hi,
men in the
honey. I told him, stay in the living room, turn the TV off, and get online on Facebook to
all
watch
right. I
this.
know that's right. I know that's
Gave him
right. Support you.
ga- gave him directions. Do not come in the kitchen. Stay in the living room watching.
And how long have you been married, Allie?
Almost 3 years.
Okay, I am at 3 years. Ours was June the 6th.
Uh-huh.
I had to get it right. I almost said the third, but that's the day I buried my godmother because we got married right after. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
uh,
Our anniversary is on October, which we're always working. We never remember. Like we're like, oh yeah, it was 2 days ago, and he's working all day. I'm working all day. We come home, we're exhausted, so we're not even thinking about, like. But I told him I already put it on the calendar. This year we are celebrating our anniversary.
all right, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That is a
Yeah.
good thing. You need that that
Yep.
that quality time.
Yep. Yep. Hmm.
So is your mom still in Massachusetts? As well? now?
No, my mom comes and go, so
Okay.
she's in Brazil right now. She left couple of months ago, I think. Yeah, she was here like for almost a year since last year. The year before, she was here for 6 months. Yeah, we'll just bring her
Okay.
back. Yeah.
So are you comfortable here now? Like, do you say, yeah, I'm Team USA, or you're still Brazilian? Tell
No,
it.
I'm Team USA. Yeah, I listen. My head works in English. My thoughts, and
Okay.
so I have Brazilian friends who, a lot of them does speak English, and sometimes I text them in English, and they're like, "Why are you texting me in English? Like it's just easier for me, Get off my back." Yeah. So it's easier English because, and I've been here more than half of my life. I came when I was 21. I'm 47 now, and
Right.
yeah, no, English is. I mean, I still say English is my second language, but in reality, it's much easier for me dealing in English than in
Yeah.
Portuguese. I go to the doctor, they ask because they see that I'm Brazilian, bro. Do you want Portuguese? I'm like, no, English, please. A couple of times that I got the paper in Portuguese, and I'm like, I don't know what those words are, you know? Yeah, I forget Portuguese words, all the time. I have to like remember, and then sometimes it
Right.
comes to me, sometimes it doesn't. And when my mom was here now, this last time, there was a lot of words that she was saying. I was like, I haven't heard that word since I left Brazil. It's not
Oh,
part of my vocabulary anymore.
right. Well, question: how is the food different? Is the food a big difference?
So I am Team USA, but when it comes to food, I'm Brazilian.
Okay. Okay.
Our,
Okay.
you know, our food, I mean, American food is great. There's a lot of American food, but it's just there's something about our food. It's just so good. We like there's a feijoada, which is a bean stew, and you go to a Brazilian restaurants, they bring the meat and cut the meat right there on your plate as much as you want until you're like, oh, I can't anymore. It's just I love it. I love it. But I don't cook Brazilian at home
Why?
because I learned how to cook here on my own.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
So was it easy for you to learn
Brazilian.
our recipes? Was it
I'm
easy
sorry.
for you to learn our recipes?
Yeah, yeah. I look at recipes. I have cooking books, American cooking books. So yeah. Yep. So Brazilians love their rice and beans. I don't care. I mean, I like rice and beans, but I'm okay without it. Some Brazilians have to have the rice and bean twice a day. But not me. I mean, they're delicious, but I'm okay going wild without it. Yeah, but the food is good. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So you look what you say. You U.S. but you Brazilian food. Okay, I give you that one. Look, I give you that one. Whose wine better?
What?
Whose wine is the best? Brazilian wine or American wine?
American.
Okay.
But I like to hear better. Yes, but once in a while that I go and that I go to wines a liquor store and they have Brazilian wine, I was like, the other day I went to this place and they had the wine that I drank when I was a teenager, and I bought the bottle. And it was great to remember, but it was so sweet because Brazilians love sweets. They're
Okay.
like sweets with them. It's just, I'm not really into sweets. And I was drinking, I was like, it's good, but did I really drink this really, really sweet wine when I was a kid? I mean, a teenager. No, my parents did not give me wine as a kid. And as a teenager, I was drinking behind their back. So,
So your passion for kids came from where?
so I I didn't have a passion for kids until I started working with kids. You
Okay.
know, I was a nurse assistant here in Massachusetts. When I have relatives who live in California, and they told me about a job opportunity,
Okay.
in California, to go work for this home care, and I went. But when I got there, I couldn't adapt because I had to live in a home care, and just one night out of the week I got to go to my aunt's house, and I would sleep there. So I didn't have my own place because I was either at the home care or with my aunt's house. So I ended up leaving, but my aunt, one of my aunts, got me a job as a nanny, and it was my first time working with children. But I took care of my sisters. I watched cousins because I'm the oldest daughter, oldest niece, oldest granddaughter. So I have all these kids that came after me. And it was with that job I started loving kids. And then when I came here, I went for a job for nanny, but then somebody told me about this daycare that was hiring. I had no experience with daycare, but they did hire me, and it was the best thing, the best thing that ever happened to me. I loved working at the daycare. Obviously, with every job, there's the ups and downs, but
Yes.
I'm very grateful for the opportunity to have work there because I went to school because of this job, you know. But yeah, but then I got to the point that I was like, I can't. After almost 10 years, I was like, I need to take a break, So, but then because of COVID, I ended up not going back, and still doing what I like, being nanny.
So, question again. Look,
Uh-huh.
I got questions. Look, drink your wine. Got some questions. So, did you did you ever? I'm trying to see how to word it, Allie. When you left Brazil and came here,
Hmm.
and things were on the up and up, what made you decide to stay? Like, what made you come to the States? That's what I'm asking. What made you come here?
What made me come here, like live Brazil and come?
Yes.
So since I was 17 years old, I was the main breadwinner in my house. My mom worked at a school, but she made minimum wage, you know. So I helped with a lot of bills. My sisters were very young, so I had to help with a lot of that. Um, Around the time that I had just turned 21, I was a party girl, you know. So I spent like I had to help at home, but I also had to have my money
Party.
to party. The company that I was working for were laying off the employees, right? To rehire them 3 months later for less than half of the salary that they were making.
Oh,
Yes. So I saw myself like, but with all the bills, I'm not gonna have money to go out, you know. So at the time, yeah, that was my motivation. I was 281 and I loved to party at that time, you know. So I thought to myself, oh my God, what am I gonna do, So I had a couple of friends who were getting ready to go to England, and I had another friend who was going for the visa to come to America. But I always wanted to come to America. I grew up watching the movies, and I thought, oh my God, America is just like 16 candles, party all the
yes.
time. But that's
Yes.
where I want to be, I don't want to go to England, I want to go where the party is. But a lot of people are telling me not to go for the visa because a lot of people are being denied. And I told my friend, let's just go to England. I'm like, I'm gonna try the visa. If I'm denied, then I'll go to England with you guys. But I'm gonna try the visa. And I got the visa. I was not denied. So when I came back from, when I went to Brazil to get the visa, I come back and I told my boss, and he told me, "Oh, so you're gonna quit?" And I'm like, more like a let me lay off, because I would love to get the how do you guys call it here? The severance pay, right? And he did that, but he made me, because in Brazil, when you have a vacation, you have a whole month of vacation.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes. So I got the visa in May. So I went there and he told me, but he said, take your vacation first, then come back work 1 day, and then you go. So for 30 days, I was there on my vacation, didn't go anywhere because I couldn't spend the money because I was getting ready to come here, right?
Right.
And I went, and I think I worked for 1 or 2 days. I can't remember. It was, and that was it. Yeah. So I came to make more money, to party, make more money, to still help my mom and my sisters.
Let's not leave out the party. Hey, I know that's right, Allie. What you say? I came to party. Party was the
I came to
motivation.
party.
Allie say party was the motivation to come to the U.S.
Yeah,
That is
yeah, yeah. It's
hilarious.
like I cannot work just to pay the bills. I need the money for the party. So America, here I come.
We're gonna say hey to Jamie and Tony. And my husband said he loves a good Brazilian steakhouse, Allie. He said he loves.
Yes, see, they're the best.
Jamie said she likes it too. So I'm going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the anthology book. We're going to talk about the
Okay,
conference, and we're going to let people know about your podcast and anything else you have going on, my sweet girl. We're going to take
awesome.
a
Yeah.
small little intermission break, and then we'll be back, you guys, to fill
All
y'all in
right.
on some more good topics.
See you soon.
All right, baby.
Goodbye.
It's time to rock, Queen. Release the old, overcome the obstacles, awaken the rebel within. It's time to rock, Queen. Release the old, overcome the obstacles, awaken the rebel within. Rise it to your next level of greatness. Join us for the most life-changing event of the year. December 12 and 13, 2025, Oak Cliff Presbyterian Church, Dallas, Texas. Streaming virtually February 2026. Warrior women, hear us roar. Awaken the rebel, it's time to transform your life. 11 electrifying live speakers, 16 dynamic virtual speakers, one unforgettable experience. From praise dancers to powerhouse panels, divine encounters to transformational workshops. This isn't just a conference, it's your breath in fire and faith. VIP treatment, skip the lines. Front row seating, a specially prepared menu served right to your table. VIP bracelet and exclusive swag. Warrior women, hear us roar, awaken the rebel. It's time to transform your life. Everyone gets a seat, but only a few get to sit in the overflow of favor. Tickets are limited, and early bird pricing ends August 31st. Don't wait. Your healing, your tribe, your next level is waiting for you. And if you're not sure yet, catch a glimpse of the glory during the Warrior Women podcast tour, happening now across every platform. Come meet these phenomenal women before they hit the stage. Follow, share, register, transform. Visit http to bit loop Warrior Women Conference. Tip up and grab your seat before they're gone. Warrior women, hear us roar, awaken the rebel. It's time to transform more life. This is the movement, this is the moment, this is your time. Awaken the roar, come transform your life at the most waited for event of the year. This is the movement, this is the moment, this is your time, all the studies thirst. Born real women, hear us roar, awaken the rebel. It's time to transform your life at the most waited for event of the year. Awaken on war, come transform our life at the most waited for event of the year. Get ready, queens, the mic is live, the movement is real, and the message is global. It's the Warrior Women Podcast Tour where voices rise, stories break chains, and your soul meets its next level. We're not just talking, we're traveling from the north, south, east, and west, straight into your homes, your hearts, and your healing space. We're not just promoting a conference, we're preparing a movement of women who are ready to war, release, overcome, awaken, and rise to the occasion. Here's your exclusive lineup. Insights of a survivor, where scars speak and survival shouts. Real women, real stories, real strength. Did you hear yourself with Coach B? Challenge your mindset, shift your perspective, and snatch your purpose back. Independent women with wine, pour the truth, sip the wisdom, and laugh through the lessons. Grown woman talk, unfiltered and unapologetic. Speak up, queen, no more silence, no more shrinking. Find your voice, tell our truth, and shake the room in love too. Living unapologetically, victoriously, and evolve. This is where divine healing meets the soul of sisterhood. Where JHG3 Studios, where the word meets the world. Insight, fire, and kingdom talk that hits deep in your soul. Ask the coach with Coach D, 'cause you got questions, she's got answers. Real life, real strategies, real results. To run too long, judgment-free network. This is where freedom lives. Stories, testimonies, truth minus the judgment. Come as you are, but don't stay that way. This core is traveling across platforms and time zones. Catch every show, share every moment, tell every sister around the way, because this all leads to the Warrior Women Live Conference, December 12 and 13, 2025, in Dallas, Texas, virtual in February of 2026. Lives will be changed, healing will break loose, stories will set generations free, and your voice is a part of this radical movement. Follow the tour, turn on your notifications, and don't miss a single stop, because this isn't just a podcast tour, it's a call to purpose, a war heard around the globe. Are you ready to awaken the rebel within? We're not coming to play, we're coming to transform and then Warrior Women on the hardcore. Don't meet us there, beat us there. Music. Don't meet us there, beat us there, don't miss it.
And we are back, you guys. Excuse me, y'all. I've been a little sick, so. Excuse me. I am going to talk about the conference a little bit, and hold on, y'all. Let me get my guest back on. Oh, there she is. We were just having a little. Let me add her back, y'all. There we go. There she is. There's my beautiful sister.
Hi, Mandy.
So we're going to talk about the anthology
Okay.
and give us a little snippet, not too much snippet, of your part in the book and what you're talking about in the book and what the book to you as a whole mean. What are you bringing to the anthology book? What are you bringing?
I'm kind of telling, I think I gave it too much on the first part of what I'm saying on the chapter. Because mainly talking about my journey, leaving Brazil, coming here, um, how scary it was, but never for a moment I regret it. The one thing that I did not mention, and it's not on my chapter yet, but I have it on another part on my computer. I wrote something the one time that I had been here for a lot of years already, but the one time when that I really want to go back to Brazil was when my dad had an accident, and I wanted to be there to help take care of him, but I could. Financially, it was bad if I was here because there, if I was there, I wouldn't be able to provide much for him.
Okay.
So I'll be talking a little bit about that on my chapter.
Okay.
Also, I didn't mention there's other couple of things that went wrong and happened on my the very first day that I was here in America. That the contact that picked me up at the airport tried to get with me. Like took me to this deserted beach, saying there was a party going on over there. When we got there, everything was dark. He just wanted to get with me, and that was very scary. Thank God he didn't, but that was like I never been put in that situation before. And he was Brazilian, and he
Oh
was here.
wow.
Yeah. That there are there's a huge Brazilian community here, and I'm gonna say 99% of the Brazilian people that are here, they're good people. They are here to work. They're here to, why people from all over the world has been coming to this country for the past 200, 300 years, looking for something better to make something for themselves. But there's always the exception. There's always that 1%, the bad seed, and
Right.
this guy
Right,
was
Alex.
took advantage of me, took advantage of all the Brazilians, because he used to rent places for Brazilians that were just arrived in America. That was his thing. Take advantage of people who was just arriving, put them in very bad situation, living situations. Like I mentioned before, I was sleeping on the floor. That, and to me, that was while that was happening was the time that I was like, oh my god, I miss my bedroom, I miss my bed.
Yes.
So there's a little bit about that also in the chapter, my chapter.
Okay. So let me see. Well, my chapter is basically telling how I triggered my own self in a lot of my and a lot of me growing up.
Mhm.
I am in a transition right now to where I'm truly finding who I am. I'm also 47. Well, let me take that back. I'll be 47 September the 9th. So,
Okay.
look, because people be like, you're not 47. Yeah, you know how people do that. Like, your birthday ain't yet, but okay, let me fix it. I'm 46. I'll be 47 September the 9th. But last year for my birthday, I asked God to transition me into a better human being.
Hmm.
Um, I wanted to discover myself through God eyes, not man. I wanted to start having grace and mercy for people like God has for us. So my journey and my walk through this process, it made me see a different side of people. Like our little community we have in this anthology, how we uplift each other, how we check on each other in spite of color, race, nationalities.
Yeah.
we're here, you know, we're our sisterhood is amazing to me.
I
Um,
I love our little group. I really,
yes,
really love. No, I don't have many bad days anymore because I'm just like things are gonna happen. Like this
Happen.
week,
Yeah.
Monday morning, I get down to go to work. My car doesn't start. So I have to text my boss. Oh my God, I think it's a battery. I just called AAA and I'm there waiting. And I was like getting in a PC mood kind of thing. I was like, I cannot believe this effing thing. On a Monday, what a way to start my week. What a way to start my day. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, the AAA comes, give me a jump, and I'm driving to work. I have about a 30-minute drive from
Okay.
where I live to work. And I've been kind of good and talk me out of a not being angry or sad, like,
Right.
so you
Right.
know what? Yeah.
Motion.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, the battery died. You needed a jump. But you okay? You're driving to work. And I'm
That's
like, you know
right.
what? I'm not gonna let that ruin my mood, ruin my day or my week. It is what it is. My bosses, they're the
Yeah.
best people. And I'm like super, super, super worried, about being late. And then I got there, my boss like totally chill, like, dude, you're fine. Don't worry about it, like um just like these little things. And also, I don't know about you, but I love being in my 40s. You
Yes.
know, it's like there's this thing that happened in me that I'm like, I don't give a flying F about anyone, what they do, what they say, or think about me. I'm gonna be me. Like, I hated my fat arms, so I used to like wear just like a shirt that covered, trying to cover the fat as much as possible. Now I have
Oh,
all this dress. For this past year or 2 years ago, I'm buying dresses that are, like this. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care. They're my fat. They're here. There's absolutely nothing I can do about the fat. So you don't like it? Don't look. But I don't care.
no, that's right, Allie.
You- Another thing that I love about our group, not just our group, and also being in this journey since creating the podcast and doing social media, I really, really, really love the support that we
Yes.
get from strangers. It's like if I post anything on TikTok, I always get a little comment or I get like a direct message from, I don't know those people,
Right.
or they're like, oh my God, you're so right. Yes, let's do that. Like there's this kind of a community of strangers supporting each other,
Each other.
you
Yes.
know? Because in my real life, I love my family and I love like a lot of my friends and everything, but it's a different kind of support. I can go
Yes.
online anytime, needing to talk to someone about anything. There's always someone there willing to listen to me. And it's,
Yeah.
to me, I don't know about you, but to me, it's like it's amazing. I don't know. I'm For lack of a better word to describe, it's so amazing.
I agree. I agree. I like the fact that we have prayer. I like the fact that we pray for each other and and look out for each other. Like even because I was sick last week, and just because I didn't make it this week, it was like for you to post that the very next day, Brandy, we prayed for you anyway. Like,
Yeah,
it's certain, it's just it's the love of the group. It's
yeah.
the peace that I get knowing even if I'm having a bad day, I can click on our little group and somebody has said something.
I know that's what you just said. Like if I'm sad or I'm like getting in some kind of a PC mood, I go in there and I just read those amazing message,
Yeah.
that you guys write over there. So yeah, it's a wonderful thing, the
It's a
anthology. It's
wonderful
gonna be
thing.
so great. It's gonna be really, really great. I
Yes,
don't know if I want. Yep.
and I mean, hats off, and we have to give flowers to V Lady. She is the the mastermind behind all this that pulled all us together and said we got it. Like she has us roaring in our greatness. I strongly believe that. Like I
Yes,
think we're
yes.
all taking off. It's like a roar after roar, and it can't get quiet in the room because we all are just cheering for each other, uplifting each other, helping each other out. Like just sharing the podcast commercials,
Yeah.
just sharing things like we're helping each other and we're growing into our greatness. And if it wasn't for her and her wow little, I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna do this moment.
Yep, yeah. No, Lady V is the best. Shout out for her. We love you, Lady V. I don't know
We
if
love
she's watching, but we love you.
she brought some crazy sisters together. We got our sister with the wine.
It's God's way bringing us together. It's like I needed that. You
Yes,
probably needed that, and probably all the other ladies that are in this group on this anthology, in some way, needed that.
that,
And
yeah,
it's one of the best parts of my life right now. Like just this little our little group, you know.
yeah.
The only thing, my only complaint is I am on the east.
I know.
So everything it's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and I'm like 9 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, I'm in sleep usually, but already.
We
And,
gonna
and
fix it for you, Allie. We gonna fix it. We gonna fix it for you.
no, no,
The,
it's totally fine. I totally get because if you guys are in the middle Pacific time or whatever, it's too early for you guys. But for me, it's kind of late. But I'm an old lady, you know. I have dinner 5 o'clock. By 8 o'clock, I'm getting ready to bed. You know.
Great. I'm with you when you're right now, Allie. I be in my bed. I be in my bed. I mean, that's the
Oh
best.
yeah,
That's my comfort spot now. Like
yeah,
I used to like to sit in the living room. Now I'm like, I'm in my room. I'm in my room. Like I
yeah.
have to
No,
punch my head out my room door. I'm in my room. So
no. I
I
go to bed and I put my little headphone in and I'm listening to my books and then I drift away.
yes. It was great talking to you tonight,
Oh, me
Allie.
too, Brandy.
So happy that you were I was your first podcast you've ever been on.
You, yes, you're the first on the group for sure. Yeah, and you're my first.
I know, yay! So with that being said, that does it for us tonight.
Oh
We
my
thank
God.
all of y'all for tuning in, listening to Allie and her transition over here from Brazil. And like I said, she is my sister and my friend. We are in an
Yes.
anthology book that is coming out later on this year called Warrior Women Hear Us Roar. We also have a conference right behind the anthology, which I am in. I will be present. I will be on stage discussing my topic. And I'm not telling you because if you're not there, you won't know. So go on my
Beautiful.
page to my link tree, get you a ticket. They are on early bird special right now until August the 31st. Like I said, if you just go to my link tree, the Evening Bright tag is on there. So you can get your tickets. The conference is December 12th and the 13th, ladies and gentlemen. We do not
Yeah.
discriminate. You want to
Nope.
come, you can come. We talk
Exactly. Yeah.
yes.
Open to anyone.
Everybody.
Anyone.
So look out for our book at the end of the year and look out for the conference as well. And Allie, it was so good doing this podcast with you tonight.
Oh my God, it was awesome. I am so honored. I don't even have words, you know. Thank you so much
Oh,
for having
you're
me.
welcome. You're welcome.
It was awesome. I love this. I really really enjoy and I am honored that you allow me to be on your podcast.
You're so welcome, baby. I love you. I'll see you in our
I
next
love you
meeting
too.
together. And y'all have a great night. Good night, ladies and
Thank you.
gentlemen.
Bye everyone. Have a good night.
Coach B speaks with power and warmth, giving you exactly what you need, like a mother's love, real, raw, and uncut. But that's a wrap, y'all. You've been listening to Did You Hear Yourself with your girl, Coach B, but we challenge your mindset, shift your focus, and remind you that you are worth the work. So what are you waiting for? Remember, you're not just growing, you're glowing, because when God is your foundation, maybe you can't help but rise. This isn't just a show, it's a movement. A sacred space for the real, the raw, and the rise. The mirror and the microphone reminding you that your voice is power, your story is purpose, and your truth is transformative. Some core style. Did you hear yourself today? Did the fear get quiet and the faith make way? You're not broken, just becoming. And your next level is already coming. It's around the corner, but waiting on you. So don't just be inspired, be intentional with who you are. Did you hear yourself?
Don't just feel it, follow it.
Did you hear yourself?
Don't just hear me, it's time to listen to yourself.
Because you're healing, your breakthrough, your bounce back. It starts with one question. Do you hear yourself? You're chosen, you're ready, you're bold, just steady. Keep glowing, keep going, keep showing up for you until next time. Stay bold, stay faithful, and most of all, listen to yourself.